Well, it came, it went. People are confused. People are pissed. People are happy, like myself, and there's a lot of mixed emotions. So yeah, let's talk about that Nintendo Direct. So today is 9/13/2022. It is Tuesday. We got that Nintendo Direct that's been rumored forever, right? Like Jeff Grubb and other people like Nate the Hate and all these people have been talking about a Direct that's been coming, right? And we could look at history and kind of see that Nintendo Directs typically happen in September. And so that's basically what these guys did. But the best part about all of this, though, is they predicted certain games that will 100% be there. And that's what makes me laugh so hard, is this whole like insider rumor leaks and rumors and all these different things, because we didn't get any of those games. Not a single game. They said that this was going to be a Zelda blowout, a big win for Zelda fans, which, I mean, kind of. You know, we got the name of the new game, Tears of the Kingdom, or Tears of Kingdom, Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know. It honestly looks a little bit like Skyward Sword. It doesn't look very polished yet. I know that obviously it said game footage not final, and I'm sure there's people out there that are very excited. No, I know there are people out there that are very, very excited about this, but I'm not. Sorry. I know I'm gonna get hate for that. Probably you're gonna unsubscribe to my channel after you find out that I am not the biggest fan of Breath of the Wild. I enjoy it for what it is, but I definitely don't think it's a great game by all means. So I'm not too hyped about this one just yet, but I'm happy for you guys. I really am. I am hyped though about a lot of the games that were shown off. Not the farm simulators, because there were a lot of farm simulators in this. There's one that I have on my standout list that I've talked about before, Harvestella, but we'll go into a little more detail about that in a bit. But yeah, there was a lot of those games that were shown off. It's kind of weird. It's like, if you love JRPGs, which I do, and if you love farm simulators, which I guess I kind of do, you're gonna love this Direct. This Direct is for you. It's absolutely 100% for you, because I mean, that's all it basically was: JRPGs and some farm simulator games. But yeah, going back to the insider information thing, I thought it was so funny. We were supposed to see Twilight Princess for a port to the Switch. We were supposed to see Wind Waker ported to the Switch. We were supposed to see Metroid Prime, which has been rumored to be done for months. Even like I think all of this year, it's been quote unquote rumored to be done. So where's that game at? I'd really like to play that, but I digress. I just thought it was really funny. Oh, F-Zero GX, where's that at? And I love that one of the guys, I can't remember his name right now, but he was on Twitter like, "I'm so sorry. I thought it was a done deal. I could have swore it was happening. Blah 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 blah." Like, just stop. All you're doing is just building up hype for some of these people to get severely let down. And that's what I saw a lot on Twitter too, where a lot of people just going, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're getting these, we're getting this, we're getting that." It's like, you built this up for yourself and you went into it just to get yourself completely let down, because I saw a lot of people hating on this. Like a lot of my mutuals on Twitter that just were like, "This was not for me. I don't know why this was there, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry you didn't enjoy it, but damn if I did." So let's just go right in to all of the games that stood out to me, starting off with the very first one, which was Fire Emblem Engage. I can't believe we're already getting a new Fire Emblem game, considering 3 Houses came out in 2019, and this game looks freaking incredible. You know, it's being developed again by Intelligent Systems, who they have those games down pat at this point, and it's got a really interesting twist. It looks like your soul is like formed with the heroes of the past, and it shows the main character, who looks incredible. I love the art style of this game. I love the red and the blue. It reminds me of the Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. It's really cool, but your main protagonist, whether you're male or female, is like joined together with Marth in the trailer, and it looks really, really interesting and cool. And I can't believe that's how they started this, and it's coming out in January. So 2023 is already just starting off amazing. And then right after that for me was Octopath Traveler 2. I owned Octopath Traveler years ago when it first came out, but I unfortunately hit some hard times and had to trade it in, so I never got to play a lot of it. And I need to find a physical copy of that game because I absolutely love the HD 2D graphics, you know, and that's the game that really like started that trend, and it's been just going amazing. And you're seeing more and more games come out like that. In fact, Octopath Traveler 2 looks insanely beautiful. It's very polished, it's gorgeous. They really took that HD 2D style and just brought it to a 10. Like, it's awesome. I'm so excited for that game. Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm Final Bar Line. I love the Theater Rhythm games. I love the music of freaking Final Fantasy. I've always been a big fan of it. It's always one of the main things that I've absolutely just been drawn to by that franchise and that series. And this game's gonna have just the base game alone, 385 songs from all the Final Fantasy games. And it's gonna have music from Nier, Octopath Traveler, and Live Alive. So this game, it's cool because you're playing these songs and you're playing with all these different characters throughout all of Final Fantasy, and you're playing through the games in this cute little chibi style, and it's got awesome music, and it's just it's wonderful and it's fun, and it's coming to the Switch, and I'm so excited for this. This is actually one of those games that I was always thinking like, man, it'd be really cool to see these types of games come back, and here it is. I'm so stoked about it. So this game kind of actually took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting to be this excited for it, but after we got to see that there's gonna be DLC for it with Rayman, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope actually is kind of grabbing my attention at this point. Every trailer that I see for the game seems really interesting. I love the idea of the game, and I guess it's gonna have some like kind of like open world-esque parts to it. They kind of showed that off, and it's coming out in October, so that's actually right around the corner. And they showed that Rayman is going to be in this game. Not a new Rayman game, but the fact that they're even just acknowledging the fact that that IP exists and he's going to be in this game, Rayman with Mario, it's pretty cool. So I'm really looking forward to getting that. I played a lot of the first one, really enjoyed it. Just never, it just didn't really like captivate me as much as I wanted. Which is weird because it's a strategic RPG with Mario. So I thought I'd be interested in it. But these games kind of remind me of what Paper Mario used to be, with the turn-based and, you know, the leveling system and stuff like that. And we just don't have that anymore in Paper Mario, but these games kind of seem to be taking that place. So I'm really looking forward to that. I can't believe we're getting 1080 snowboarding. The Nintendo 64 games that they announced and showed off for the last end of 2022 and going into 2023 blew me away. Like I said, 1080 snowboarding. I played that game so much with my big brother, Jonathan. Like we loved that game so much. I played with my old buddies and stuff like that. But really gotta shout out Mario Parties 1 through 3. I don't know if you guys have been playing Mario Party Superstars on the Switch right now, where it has the 4 courses from the early Mario Party games and all the different mini games from old Mario Party games. But my wife and I have been playing a lot of that game because she's never played Mario Party before that. So she's kind of experiencing some of these older maps and older mini games, but now she's going to actually be able to experience the games because it's going to be on the NSO. I don't have a Nintendo 64. I don't want to go and buy a Nintendo 64 because I don't even have a TV that's going to play a Nintendo 64, let alone find these games, which are probably expensive. So thank you. I'm very excited that these 64 games are coming. And Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2. Are you freaking kidding me? Now here's my question. A good friend of mine, we were talking about this earlier today. So in Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, you could attach, you know, your Game Boy games and play Red and Blue and Yellow, Gold, Silver, and Crystal on the TV. Is this gonna have some sort of way where you could play those games emulated through the Pokemon Stadium games? I doubt they're gonna go that in depth, but how cool would that be if that was like a secret workaround of being able to play Red and Blue again, but on your Switch and on the go? But regardless, I can't wait for these. It's gonna have online support. I was reading a tweet earlier that it's still just the rental teams, like you can't really do anything else besides that, but that's fine. Stadium is such a pivotal game in the Nintendo 64 catalog, and I knew it was gonna eventually come, but 2023 is right around the corner. I'm really looking forward to that. And then GoldenEye. I don't care. I'm sorry, I don't care about GoldenEye. The game's not good. Everyone out there just has those nostalgic glasses on. If you played the game recently, the controls are terrible. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. And then, I don't know if you saw, but Xbox, because with Rare, since they own Rare, they announced that there's going to be a GoldenEye remastered coming to the Xbox and Game Pass. It's got 4K online support. support all these different things. So why on earth am I gonna want to play the crappy, broken Nintendo 64 GoldenEye version when I can play it on Game Pass? And it's gonna be much better. It's probably still not gonna look amazing, but it's gonna look and play way better, I have to imagine, than the Nintendo 64 ROM of GoldenEye. Right? Nintendo Switch Sports is getting another free update, and it's actually going to be all about golf this time. And it's going to have all of the courses from the Nintendo Wii Sports. No. Yeah, that's right. Wii Sports. All the golf courses from there. So it's going to have 22, I think it's at 22 holes, 22 courses. I can't wait. My wife and I love Mario Golf, and I loved Wii Sports Golf. So put it in Wii Sports, Switch Sports. Oh my gosh, I'm butchering this. Put it in Nintendo Switch Sports, and I know for a fact we're going to have a lot of fun playing through that. Can't wait for that one. I can't believe we're finally getting Pikmin 4. Miyamoto kind of made a lot of people nervous when they had that little segment talking all about Pikmin Blossom, which is that game by Niantic on the phones with augmented reality. I've never played it. I liked Pokemon Go when it first came out, but I just never stuck with it, so I didn't expect to get too far into anything else that was going to be coming out like that. It's just, I don't like doing things on my phone. My phone's meant for texting and watching TikToks and YouTube videos and stuff like that. Like, I don't really want to play games. So when he came out and was talking about Pikmin Blossom, I was like, oh man. But then he dropped a bomb on us. You know, he talked about Pikmin 4, the game that was, what did they say, 95% done, and then it was lost in a fire or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. Didn't really have any gameplay footage, but it's just more Pikmin, and that's exciting because we haven't had Pikmin in a while. I think he also said in the direct that it debuted 20 years ago, which is just bonkers to me. I still can't believe how old some of these IPs are getting, and it's awesome. But also, let's point out too the fact that he just kind of briefly mentioned the Mario movie. I really thought they were gonna show a trailer. It's coming out in March, right? Spring. So that's like 6 months away. I really thought we were gonna see something, just a little wahoo from Mario, but nope, he just said, it exists. That's really all he had to say about it. We got some more updates on Harvestella, which is awesome because we got a new gameplay footage trailer, and I'm 100% stoked on that. Like I mentioned earlier, there's this direct was full of freaking farm simulators. I mean, every YouTuber who's making YouTube content on this direct is going to mention the fact that there was like 5 or 6 farm simulators. But I'm another one of them talking about farm simulators because Harvestella looks amazing. There were some other games that looked pretty cool. I know the Story of Seasons or whatever that game is called. I thought I had it up, but I guess I didn't. I know my good friend that I was talking to earlier, David, he's really looking forward to that. I guess it's an old GameCube game that's being ported over to the Switch. Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life, originally a GameCube game. Story of Seasons is coming to Nintendo Switch. Head back to Forgotten Valley in summer 2023. So he's really looking forward to that. Farm simulator. But I am really looking forward to Harvestella. I think the JRPG elements and the farming simulations just seems like a really interesting thing. So I'm all aboard. I was sold from the first time we saw it in the direct earlier this year, and I'm even more sold now after seeing that. And there's actually a demo that came out after the direct, which I just remembered I need to download. Resident Evil. Okay. So I've already seen a bunch of videos pop up of people playing this. Okay. Garbage. Terrible. So if you don't know, they're cloud games, right? So you got Resident Evil Village, which I could not believe that we got a trailer for Resident Evil Village. It's a Nintendo Switch. I was lost it. I was like, this is crazy. But then I saw, obviously, it's a cloud variant. Terrible. Hate it. Obviously, the Switch cannot run Resident Evil 8. It can't. But they're gonna put it on the cloud. And then you also got Biohazard. So Resident Evil 7 is coming as well. You got 2 remake and 3 remake. Incredible. But they're all cloud games. Like I said, Dreamcast guy on YouTube, he put out a video of him talking about his, playing it and stuff like that, and he just said it was horrible, it was absolutely terrible. And remember Kingdom Hearts? It was bad. We're not there yet. We're not at the point in the United States where everyone has a secure and like really good internet connection where they can actually play these games flawlessly in 4K. I mean, you might be able to with the dock being just hardwired straight into your router or something like that. Maybe you can get it to run pretty smooth. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how your internet is like, but I know I can't. Not where I live. There's no way that's gonna run. So I'm not even gonna bother with those. As much as I thought it was really cool when it first started playing, I was severely disappointed in that one. I never played Crisis Core on the Vita. Nope, the PSP, not the Vita. But people love it. The whole Zack character. I don't like Final Fantasy VII too much. I enjoy the story. I thought Advent Children was really cool, but I never really liked the game too much. It never clicked for me. But this game looks nuts, and it's like reworked, it's remastered, all these things for the Switch, and it's got the kind of new updated battle system from Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I really liked. Actually, I thought the action RPG elements were really sick, and I'm looking forward to playing this for sure on the Switch because, again, a lot of people love this game, Crisis Core. They thought it was awesome back in the day on the PSP, so getting a really great Final Fantasy title on the Switch, I'm not mad at all. Okay, so this announcement actually is the sole reason why I thought this Direct hit on so many levels for me. I absolutely love Tales of Symphonia, however you pronounce it. I love that game so much. And when I saw the remastered version coming to the Switch, I legitimately shed a tear. I could not believe it. I could not believe how excited I am for this freaking game to come. I played this game all the time as a kid with a neighbor boy. That sounded weird. With a neighbor kid down the street from me. We played a lot of the 2-player, I had co-op in it and stuff like that. And for those who don't know, it's like not a strategic, it's like a kind of like an action RPG. Everyone knows the Tales franchise by now. Like I know Tales of Arise was really awesome last year on the PS5 and stuff like that. And Tales of Vesperia, all these different games. It's a really well-known series, and Symphonia, in my personal opinion, is one of the best ones. With writing for the characters, it's so freaking awesome. There's a lot of really great humor. Just the story itself is really cool. Lloyd, Colette, I love these characters. I'm so excited to be able to take this on the go with me again and play anywhere I want. I literally like freaked out. I like screamed when I saw that. This last one, I'm excited for. I don't know a whole lot about it, but Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe, I guess it's like a remaster of a Kirby game. I never really played a lot of the Kirby games. So this one, I'm all for it. I loved Forgotten Land. I thought the game was great. So I'm really looking forward to playing more Kirby games. You know what? Actually, my wife and I, last night, we loaded up Dream Buffet. Let me tell you, that game sucks. That was a bad release. Frame rate drops, everything, man. It is not fun. The trailers made it look like it was gonna be so much more exciting and fun, and I was just completely let down. But this, on the other hand, looks pretty freaking cool. I'm looking forward to playing that, and I love that it's got 4-player local co-op. So that's everything that I'm excited for in the Direct. There was a lot. It was 40 minutes long. So I was not about to go over and make a video over every single freaking thing that was announced because there's a lot. There's more news about Bayonetta 3, which I thought was funny that they actually, they were like, go to this other channel to watch the video. I thought it was funny that they didn't put it in the Direct. It was pretty interesting. Sifu, the roguelike kung fu game, Sifu will release on Nintendo Switch on November 8th. So that's really cool that game's coming. Radiant Silvergun looks awesome. Endless Dungeon looks cool. There's a lot of really cool things coming. We got more information on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, on that, wave bonus pass wave 3. So there's a lot of stuff that they showed off, but what were some of your favorite moments from the Direct? Did you even like this Direct? Let me know down in the link below. Let me know down in the comments below. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.